Authorities charged a man who glorified the Confederate battle flag that sparked an effort to remove it from the state capitol.
It also sparked the same conversation right here in Virginia. Andy Fox spoke to Governor Terry McAuliffe today, just after he made a big announcement concerning some of our license plates. Andy?
Yeah, and what happened in Charleston is clearly evident that it is changing the country and everything that is going on. The governor chose his words carefully, that the Confederate flag is divisive and hurtful. He then said the time has come to take the flag off of the license plates of the Sons of Confederate Veterans. You know, when you're at the home of Virginia Beach resident Bob Shirley, he proudly flies the 3rd National Confederate flag and paid to have it on his Sons of Confederate Veterans Virginia state license plate. Shirley calls the flag heritage.
He was fighting to defend his homeland, his home, his wife, his family. That's what we honor, is what the Southern soldiers believed in and what they did.
But for too many, for too long, the Confederate battle flag has represented hatred. And in Charleston, South Carolina, Dylan Roof repeatedly wrapped himself in the Confederate flag.
It does not help our cause, but he does not represent us. And I mean, if anything, he's really been a hindrance, you know, to what we believe in.
Dylan Roof, in the most evil of ways, did what others have failed to do for so long: provide the final definitive reason to take down the flag from the South Carolina State House and to take it off the Virginia state license plate.
We got to be unified. We got to bring folks together. And it's a divisive symbol. It doesn't need to be in our license plates.
To me, that's wrong, because that flag had nothing to do with what he did.
For Governor McAuliffe, it's done. Bob Shirley's Sons of Confederate Veterans state license plate will not be renewed in 2016 with a Confederate flag on it. As for the Confederate flag,
Places it's appropriate, in the museums if people want to go see it. But for so many folks, they find it a divisive and hurtful symbol. We just don't need it.
he says we don't need it. The license plate change will involve the state attorney general, who will take steps to reverse prior court rulings, actually in Virginia, that require the Confederate flag to be placed on state license plates. I'll have more on this story at 6. I'm Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
Tonight, the controversy over the Confederate flag has made its way to Virginia, and Governor McAuliffe says it has to go. He's specifically targeting vanity license plates for the Sons of Confederate Veterans. 10 on your side's Andy Fox talked with the governor, who was in Hampton Roads today. Andy?
Well, Governor McAuliffe says banning the Confederate flag from state license plates is just the right thing to do. A son of a Confederate veteran says the right thing to do is not to blame the Confederate flag for the actions of a deranged killer. On one side, you have Governor Terry McAuliffe responding to an unspeakable tragedy in South Carolina.
Oh, sure.
But that's the reason why they want to have the Confederate flag.
They can have the flag, but they don't need it to be on a state-issued license plate.
On the other side, in a home that has the flag on a state-issued license plate, a great-great-grandson of a Confederate soldier, Bob Shirley.
Why does he want it off? Why does he want that flag off that honors the history of Virginia, where you and I live, but yet people can drive around with a Jimmy Buffett parrot head plate, and that's okay?
It's a symbol that's divisive to so many people. It's hurtful to so many people.
Especially after Dylan Roof wrapped himself in the Confederate flag before allegedly gunning down 9 while in church.
It does not help our cause, but he does not represent us. And I mean, if anything, he's really been a hindrance, you know, to what we believe in.
Shirley says the Confederate flag did not kill. A crazy man with a gun killed.
It's not about gun control. I think if anybody looks at the history, to understand to many Americans and many Virginians, they find it a very hurtful, divisive symbol.
Bob Shirley says this flag on the state license plate honors his and others' heritage who died fighting for Virginia.
They're trying to promote this revisionist history, or as I think they said in the paper, the Stalinist revision of history. Remove everything that offends you. Well, then it's no longer history.
Here's what happens now. The governor told me the state plates with the flag will not be renewed when they expire. The state attorney general will go to court to reverse some state court decisions we already have requiring that the flag appear on approved plates. I'm Andy Fox, 10 on your side.